Everybody. It's Dan Kane here, coming to you live from Menor, Ohio at Transfer Express. Greatly appreciate you joining us this afternoon. Um, we are here to talk about numbers today, all about numbers. Hopefully, get you decorating for some, maybe late starting basketball leagues, um, upcoming baseball leagues, soccer. Sports are year round, so if you're not in the jersey market, get out there and get into it. If you are, we are going to talk about numbers for you here today. So, hi, Juan, coming in from California. As you see over to the left there, we have the chat. So Sue will be answering questions for you. Hi, Janelle. So if you have any questions, go ahead and put them in the chat. I'll try to answer them lifetime, as well as Sue will be behind the Wizard of Oz, behind the curtain, answering. So go ahead and get started here. So we're going to talk about what size number is the best to use for different kinds of sports, the different ink formulas that work best, the perfect pairings, how many numbers will you need, what will the cost be. Also organizing your league order and how to store your numbers. So it'll be a nice little about 20-minute webinar here, 20 to 25 minutes. So we'll get started. Our numbers here, Transfer Express, they come in several different sizes. You can get them anywhere from 1 inch, 2 inch, 2.5 inch, 3 inch, 4 inch, 6 inch, 8 inch, and 10 inch. So lots of choices there. You'll kind of see our picture over to the left here of the Bedford basketball. That is a 2-inch number. Our little soccer player here, Rivera, has some 4-inch numbers, and our baseball player over here has some 8-inch numbers. Some of you might be asking the question of, if you go into order numbers that you only see the options for the 4-inch, 6-inch, 8-inch, and 10-inch. And that's true. The way that you order our 1-inch, 2-inch, 2.5-inch, and 3-inch numbers is the express names, using the express name tool. So you can get, a strip of numbers, whether it be the same number or different numbers, by typing it into the express name line. It'll tell you if it gets squished up. Usually 2-inch, you can probably fit about anywhere from 8 to 12 numbers on there. And again, it's just $1.75 per strip when you're doing it that way. So that is how you order the 1-inch, 2-inch, 2.5, and 3-inch. Those are good for the shooting shirt that we have there for the Bedford basketball. Also good if you're putting a number on a sleeve. Maybe a sweatpant or something, more, not so much for the actual jersey, but any other spirit wear or something that you could also decorate, with numbers for the players. So I'm actually going to go back here. So we talk 4-inch numbers, good for youth jerseys. Also, fronts of basketball jerseys is where I would recommend them. You see them a lot. Again, sleeves of football jerseys. And that's pretty much where I see a lot of the 4-inch numbers being used. 6-inch are good for any youth league, baseball, soccer, basketball. 8-inch you're going to want to use for adult leagues, backs of basketball jerseys, backs of baseball jerseys, soccer jerseys. And then 10-inch is predominantly used for football. Football, you need the larger number. You'll see those being used, the 10-inch being used primarily in football. But again, you could use them for any sport. So if you have a team looking for a large number, a 10-inch number, you know where to get it. Hi from the Icebox. One, youth football, yeah, 10-inch would still be okay. I would maybe go down to an 8-inch number for youth football, personally. So, but you could do 10-inch. It kind of all depends on the size of the jersey you're doing. If they're smaller youth, might not be able to fit that 10-inch number on there, and probably be okay getting an 8-inch number on there. And that's also something you could ask the coach or the league director on what size, what size numbers they would prefer. Tons of different fonts that we have for you to choose from. We have the All-Star. Personally, one of my favorites, the All-Star. It's basically a fill, a show-through outline, and then a solid outline. So if you order white and you're putting it on black jerseys, you get the the white interior with the shirt showing through, and then the white outline around it. So you're kind of getting a two-color look just by ordering a one-color number. So that's the All-Star. That comes in the goof-proof. Our Champ is probably the most popular. Again, another very popular, good font. The Champ is your basic solid black number. Very, very common. We do those in both one color and two color. They do come in, that's the goof-proof ink formula as well. The soccer is used for soccer jerseys primarily. You'll see some people switch it up and maybe do it on a basketball jersey or football jersey, a different sport, but primarily we see these going on soccer jerseys. Kind of the same, different style, but same effect as the All-Star, where you're getting some show through in there, so you get the jersey coming through. Same thing with the Kingdom. Pretty cool, kind of change it up font. Baseball is where I see that number most. The goal, soccer again is the sport that I would see that mostly used. Avalon is our ElastiPrint, one of our ElastiPrint numbers. So that if you're going on 100% polyester, that will go on at a lower temperature of 300 degrees, not scorch your jersey. Euro Pro, very popular amongst soccer jerseys, basketball. The Rex Pro, again, any sport. Those both that I just mentioned, the Euro Pro and Rex Pro, are the ElastiPrint. We also have the Champ Pro and Champ Pro 2 color, which are available in the ElastiPrint, same font as the goof-proof, just a different ink formula to go on your 100% polyester jerseys or heat-sensitive garments. You have the Avalon, which is our Aqua True dye block. So if you're putting on a sublimated jersey, it has that dye blocker on there to help with opacity. It's also water-based ink as opposed to the other plastisol-based inks. The Inline is a newer number that we've just come out with. Pretty cool font there. Can use for any sport if they're looking to change it up from your basic block numbering. And then the Champ also comes in the Aqua True dye block as well. So those are all the different fonts that we have to offer. We also do custom numbers. I have the custom numbers here. Great way to change it up. You'll see over to the left here are it is a number where someone did a pattern in it. So you could use the Champ number and then put a pattern in there. Another cool one in the center here is putting the volleyball in the numbers. And then over here to the right, putting a plaid pattern in the number there. Custom numbers are ordered just like you would be doing easy print. So if you are, I'll use 8-inch as an example. So if you're ordering an 8-inch custom numbers, what I would recommend is to get a tally of each digit that you need, and then on our 11 1/4 by 14 sheet, we are able to fit 2 8-inch digits on that sheet. So if you needed, let's say, 7 3s and 8 4s, I would pair the 3 and the 4 on a sheet together, and then you would order 10 sheets. So that way you'd be getting 10 number 3s and 10 number 4s. Obviously, we said you only need 7 and 8 of each respective digit, but we'll give you a couple extras. And the reason that is because the 10 sheets is less expensive than ordering 8 sheets. So again, you want to find a good common ground of where you could group those numbers up, and then order the amount of sheets that you need, and then it's just basic your sheet and color pricing as if you were doing any individual easy print order or transfer order. The 4-inch digits, we're actually able to fit 9 digits on the sheet. 6-inch digits we're able to fit 4 on a sheet, and 10-inch digits is only 1 on a sheet. So that kind of gives you an idea on the custom numbers. If you can sell to your customers, they're great, different look. I really like the patterned ones that we have, and you could create your own or let your customer create their own. The common sizes for the sports garments, as we kind of touched on a little earlier, for baseball, your name, if you're doing a name on the back, for youth size, you would probably want to use a 2-inch name, and if you're doing it, getting the adult, or older kids, 3-inch. Front number for youth size is usually a 3-inch number, and then 4-inch for adult on the front of a baseball jersey. And the back number for youth is 6, and adult 8-inch. Basketball, your name, again, for youth, 2, adult would be about a 3-inch. Your front number, again, 3 inches for youth, 4 inches for adult. Back number, 6 and 8, respectively. And shorts number would be 3 and 4. Now, you don't have to number the short, but you can. Hockey, same pattern there, 2 to 3 inch for the names. Front number 3 to 4. Hockey, and I didn't mention earlier, my Michigan teammates up there at Stalls would be unhappy that I didn't mention hockey earlier, but I'm mentioning it now. If you're doing a back number, again, hockey's another sport where you want to use some larger numbers. So 10-inch or 12-inch for adult. Now, we didn't touch on, we don't have 12-inch stock numbers, so even for adult size, you would be okay using a 10-inch number on the back of a hockey jersey there. Sleeve numbers, again, 3 to 4 inch. And then if they're assistant or a captain and you're doing the letters, the patches on usually upper left shoulder is usually where they put them. 3-inch to 4-inch, depending on the jersey size, youth or adult. Lacrosse, we're going to follow the same pattern, 2 to 3 inch for the name, 6 to 8 inch for your front number, 8 to 12 for the back. Again, you'd be okay with a 10-inch number. And then shorts, 3 to 4 inch. Soccer is 2-inch name, 3-inch adult. Your front number will be 3 inches, pretty standard, and then 4 for adult jersey. Back number, 8 inches on both the youth and the adult would be okay. Same thing with the shorts for the other ones that we taught, other sports that we touched on, 3 to 4 inch. We talked about football a little bit already. A 2 to 3 inch name you'd be okay with. Front number 8 inch or 10 inch, and then back number probably about the same size. And sleeve or shoulder number 3 to 4 inches. Volleyball, you're going to want to go name. So the name's the same for all of them, as you can see. 3 to 4 inch number for the front, and then a back number is either 6 to 8 inch, and the shorts would be 3 to 4 inches. So that's your number sizes, common sizes for each respective sport. Sorry if we left a sport out that you're decorating for, but I think we hit them all there. There's different ways to number the uniforms, and I guess it kind of depends on your customer or league that you're doing. You could do consecutive numbers, 1 to 15. So if there's 15 players on the team, they just number 1 to 15. Some sports or leagues will let the kids pick their numbers. So you could have a number 2, a number 61, number 38, whatever that young man or lady's favorite number might be, is what they might want to choose to wear on their jersey, or pick their sports role model that they want to base their number off of. Basketball is my favorite sport, played growing up, but basketball in youth leagues and CYO leagues and high school leagues, you're only allowed to use the numbers 0 to 5. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And the reason is if a foul is called on a player, the official needs to go to the official scores table and hold up with one hand, if it's a double-digit number, and let's say the foul was on number 15, he'll go up with one hand and hold up a 1, and another hand and hold up a 5 to show that he's calling the foul on 15. Now, if you get into decorating some beer leagues or adult basketball leagues, I think that rule goes out the window. So they would be able to pick any number that they want. But if you're doing youth leagues or, like I said, CYO leagues, basketball jerseys only going to be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and so on, up to 55 is the highest number that you could have for basketball. Football is usually assigned by position. You're not going to see a quarterback wearing, number 74. We kind of have them listed here for you. Usually numbers 1 to 9 are for quarterbacks and kickers, punters. 10 to 19 is quarterbacks, receivers, tight ends, and kickers. 20 to 49 could be for the running backs and your defensive backs. 50 to 59, that's where you're starting to get in your offensive line and linebackers. 60 to 79, your defensive linemen and offensive linemen. Your 80s are usually reserved for the receivers and tight ends. And 90 to 99 is usually defensive linemen and linebackers as well. So, had trouble ordering the 2 to 3 inch numbers, please repeat the process. So the 2 to 3 inch numbers, again, you're going to want to order using the express names. So they're not in stock like your 4 inch, 6 inch, 8 inch, and 10 inch. So if you need 2 and 3 inch numbers, or 1, 2, 2.5, or 3 inch numbers, you want to go to the express names, and then you'll just type in on the strip what numbers you need. So you could put 3 2s, 3 3s, whatever it might be, and that's how you would order the 2 inch numbers. So I hope that answered your question, Mark. Again, you'll want to use the express names when ordering those smaller numbers. Juan, I see you have a question. What's the cost per number? We're actually going to get to that. Choosing the right type of number. So we went through the different styles that we have. When you're choosing the right number, the goof-proof numbers are good for cotton poly blends, and polyester. Elastiprint is also good for the 3 that we just mentioned, kind of in a different order there though: polyester, cotton poly, and cotton. Again, if you're getting into a very heat-sensitive garment, you're going to want to use the Elastiprint. Again, goof-proof will adhere to the polyester, but the difference is temperature. So the goof-proof is going to go on at 365 degrees for 4 seconds. Your Elastiprint is going to go on at 300 degrees for 15 seconds. So again, the heat sensitivity of the garment might play into a factor of when you are purchasing your numbers. The AquaTrue numbers, which are great, are good for kind of almost everything there. You see nylon, spandex, lycra, cotton poly blends, polyester, and sublimated garments. So keep that in mind when you are picking the style of numbers and ink type of numbers. So at Transfer Express, we have the perfect pairing. So if you are ordering a digit, let's say I was going to use 23, but I don't want to because of LeBron James. So let's say number 25, Mark Price, an old Cleveland Cavalier here, back in the late 80s and early 90s for any Cleveland Cavalier fans out there. If it's a single digit, you would just put your digit down and press. If you're doing a double digit, 25, you would just take your number 2 and your number 5, and as the picture shows here, just position them right next to each other with the papers touching, and they're perfectly spaced, so you're going to get a perfectly pressed 2-digit number there. So my example would be the 25. So I would put my 2 here, my 5 here, press, peel, and I'd have my perfect space number 25 there. So that's how you do double digit numbers, and again, a single digit, you just plop right underneath. If you're doing names and numbers, you would put the name down and put your digit underneath and press at the same time. So for the 4 inch, 6 inch, 8 inch, and 10 inch, there's a couple different ways that we sell those numbers. The first option you'll see here is individual 5-packs. So if you were doing that and you needed a pack of 5s, you would get 5 number 5s in that pack. So they come per pack per digit. Our express pack is a total of 60 digits. It's 15 number ones and then 5 each of the rest of the digits. So that'll get you numbering a whole team there. And then kit is 315 digits. That'll get you a whole league. It'll actually number 15 teams, 1 to 15. So again, if your league or is doing that way, where they're just doing each baseball team, each 15 kids on a team. So we're going to start at number 1, go to 15 in order. That kit will do 15 teams for you there. So again, when you are doing that, and then we'll get to the calculators here. So I'm actually going to stop myself because I'll get to it in a few slides. Juan, here you go for pricing. Your 5 packs, your cost per digit for a 4-inch number is 16 cents for a 1-color number and 24 cents for a 2-color number. Your 6-inch numbers for a 1-color would be 25 cents per digit, 40 cents for a 2-color. 8-inch would be 34 cents per digit and 52 cents for a 2-color. And your 10-inch 1-color would be 48 cents per digit, with 2-color being 70. If you go to that express pack, again, that's where you're getting 60 digits. Your cost would be 15 cents for a 1-color and 22 cents for a 2-color for 4-inch. 6-inch, 23 cents 1-color, 37 cents 2-color. 8-inch, 31 cents for a 1-color and 48 cents for a 2-color. 10-inch should be 44 for 1-color and 64 cents for a 2-color. If you get into that kit, 4-inch is 14 cents 1-color, 20 cents 2-color. 6-inch, 21 cents 1-color, 34 cents 2-color. 29 cents 1-color for an 8-inch and 44 cents for a 2-color. And then 41 cents for 10-inch and 59 cents for 2-color 10-inch number. And again, that's if you're ordering that kit, which is 315 digits in that kit. So we have these great tools. If you joined us a couple months ago, we showed you the number calculators. Great tool. So this is if your player is choosing the numbers. You can come to this number calculator. You can enter the number of players up there, and then put in each player number. And when you hit calculate, you'll want to also pick your style and size and color. And then when you hit calculate, it'll tell you the best way to order the numbers of how it's going to be the most cost effective. So whether you want to go with the 5 packs, the express pack, or the kit. So if you put that in there, it'll calculate it up, tell you how many extras you're going to have of each digit, and what the most cost effective way to do it. Same thing for consecutive numbers. So again, if I put up here, we have 5 teams numbering 1 to 15. You'll pick your style, your size, and your color, calculate, and it'll tell you again what the best option to purchase those numbers are. So it kind of here shows you the results. A little bit hard to see, but you'll see if you're doing the packs of 5 digit, it'll tell you how many packs you need of each digit. It'll tell you how many digits you're going to use, and then how many you'll have left over. So if I was to do this in 5 digits, my result is I'd be using 45 total digits, and I would have 29 numbers left over there. Same thing with the express pack, and same thing with the kit. So again, this will tell you your best option of your most cost-effective way of how to order those numbers for whatever team you might be decorating for. So here's some tips for organizing your team order. You want to sort the team by size, smallest to largest. Put numbers in stack in order they will be used. So you could just pull right from your stack, put it on the correct size shirt, and then press it and put it to the side. Put the names in same order, again, because you could apply the names and the numbers at the same time. And then apply all fronts, then all backs. We have this downloadable work order form. It's a great little tool for you to kind of help you organize there. So my recommendation would be to, you will get these slides, so go on, follow that link, and if you are doing some jersey decorating, use this sheet. Great little tool there that we have for you. So storing your unused numbers. So again, you know, the kit is a great value, even if you're only doing, you know, 3 teams. If it's, you know, pretty common colored number, you know, white, for example. You know, if you order the kit, you know, it comes with this great storage box, and then we do sell these storage boxes individually to where you could, you know, keep all your 1s, your 2s all organized. So that way you have extra numbers to press if another team came along and, you know, needed white numbering. Chances are, if you ordered the kit, you'd have, you know, all the digits that you need. You might get, you know, the most popular player on the team or something. You know, mom might want to come in and get a shirt, a Spirit shirt with the number on the back. I've seen some student sections at local high school games where they will have shirts, you know, with their, you know, the class clown or the clown of the basketball team, all printed on that. So different ways to sell the numbers other than just decorating jerseys. Spirit wear is a great way. And again, you know, mom or dad wants to support their son or daughter by wearing a shirt with a number, or again, friends supporting friends. But we do recommend to keep the numbers in the plastic that they come in. Use the kit box as storage. Keep away from the humidity, and keep in, you know, a room temperature, climate control. I actually just pulled a number out of my desk from a year ago, and it pressed perfectly fine. So kind of answers your question there, Andy. What is the shelf life on the numbers from the kit? And you know, Sue answered it perfectly. We have some that are 30 years old, but again, follow these instructions here. Keep them in the plastic, keep them organized, and keep in a cool, climate-controlled area. That kind of brings us to the end here on numbering jerseys. Hopefully we helped you out a little bit. Hopefully you learned some things. One of the biggest things that I take away from this is, you know, not a lot of people know how to order those 1 and 2 and 3 inch numbers. Mark, you weren't the only one. So hopefully we answered that question for you. See you guys start to order some of those. If you do have questions, we are here to help you grow your business. You can email us always at info@transferexpress.com. Read and subscribe to our blog. Watch our videos and previous webinars. These are all on our website. You could always visit transferexpress.com. Visit us at our trade shows. We have a lot coming up, gearing up for the start of 2019. We have 6 shows from January 3rd to February 3rd. So if you are in the Orlando area, the Las Vegas area, Las Vegas is a great place to take a vacation, especially if you're from the East Coast in January. Get out into that desert heat. Long Beach, California, we will be at. Down in the Atlanta area, Fort Worth, and Phoenix. So those are our first 6 trade shows of the year. Those events are listed on our website. So if you are in those areas or looking to take a vacation to one of those warm places, if you're from the cold Midwest or Northeast like we are, check out those dates, and they're great places to learn. Also connect with us on social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Our customer service here is always ready and willing to help answer any questions. And if you still have a fax machine, we still do receive faxes. So please join us for our next webinar, Trendy Heat Printing Ideas for 2019. It'll be January 10th at 2 o'clock. Kind of talk about some new ideas that you might be able to touch on, grow your business in 2019. So we hope you join us. So I greatly appreciate you joining me today. Hope that you and your families have a happy, joyous, and blessed holiday season. And we will see you and talk to you again in the new year. Thanks, everyone.